Hey there, Aries. Welcome to Love Aura Tarot. I'm your host here at Love Aura Tarot J, and I'm super excited to dive into your energy today. Wanted to let you guys know a few things, and that is energy is fluid. It is not linear. So that means this message could resonate for you, past, present, and future. That also means that this message could resonate for someone who's energetically connected to you and not you at all. And if in fact that is the case, please be sure to click that share button and send this message right on over to who you know it belongs to. Also, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you here as a part of the family because we are ever growing and ever evolving. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started in your reading, Aries. As I thought, I've been experiencing a lot of energy when it comes to Aries, the sign of Aries, and I definitely feel like it's because Mars is in retrograde in Aries, and it just like, that energy, because I've been waiting to kind of do you guys reading, hoping that things would lighten up a little bit, and it's definitely been intense. I've been getting like a lot of intense downloads in reference to you guys, specifically Aries, messages from a maternal grandmother is something that's been coming online really heavy, and her need of being around, protecting you all, being there in the smallest of ways, and you may be feeling her presence or knowing that she is present, but yeah, definitely like your ancestors have been coming online for you, Aries. Also, you know, it's been a lot of building in silence and not really speaking too much to what it is that you're planning or what it is that you're building and trying to accomplish. And I definitely feel like with this Mars in retrograde in Aries, that it's healthy for you to kind of build in silence and to not really allow the energy itself to overtake you, but also to just take your time when it comes to what you're trying to build and the things that you're trying to do. Also, there is this sense of being in sort of like a break period from all of the things that you've experienced in the past. So we have the Three of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse, and then we have the Six of Coins in reverse. So, you know, just feeling as if, you know, I can no longer lend myself to other people. I'm not really speaking my truth, but I'm not really heartbroken either. I'm just really in a safe space. It really feels like you're just, and I'm using the word numb, you know, so for a lot of you, you may just be in a space where you just kind of get up one day and you're like, oh my goodness, am I okay? Finally? So we're going to go ahead and dive into your cards a little bit and try to figure out more about this energy, okay? So we have the Three of Swords in reverse. Spirit, could you tell us more about the Three of Swords in reverse? Spirit, could you tell us more about the Three of Swords in reverse? Ooh, too many cards here, Spirit. I'll take these ones that flipped over. Okay, so again, a lot of sacral as well as solar plexus energy. So there definitely may be some work that you need to do on yourself as well as your area of manifestation and creativity, which I look at to be your sacral. Some people would argue me on that, but you know, that's to each his own. But I'm definitely feeling like the areas of self-empowerment, creativity, and manifestation are going to be big for you during this time. So you have the Nine of Wands, you have the Three of Wands, and you have the Devil card in reverse. So there's some energy in regards to you being over something but still kind of lying in the weight of it. Like you're waiting for something to occur with something, with someone, they're correcting me, in your past. Okay? And it definitely feels like it's very singular. Depends, too. It's making me think, because of this, the communication and the lack thereof, there's definitely some energy that you have in the back of your mind that makes you kind of think about a certain energy or person that has had a negative impact on your life. But it doesn't seem, like I said, like there's any negative communication. So, it could be something that you just kind of haunts you because of negative relationships that exist previously and stuff like that. For some of you, this is also like a family member who you seem to have issues with, and now you're kind of afraid of getting back around the family. I don't like using the word afraid, but hesitant about getting back around the family because you may have to communicate with this person. It's like that energy. It's like, I don't want to be around this person. I don't want to engage with this type of energy. And so, that is definitely present here. Okay, Spirit, could you tell us more about the Ace of Swords? What is it that Aries needs to communicate? And I'm giggling because as soon as the Ten of Wands in reverse flipped over, I heard that I'm not, that I don't want a whole lot of mess. Like, I'm not interested, okay, in the drama and in the hoopla and putting anything else extra on my plate. And good for you, Aries. It's important right now. Like I said, in this energy that we are in right now, it is so important for all of us to not take everything else that's going on with people personally. Their situation, their energy is their own. And sometimes people try to put that on you, and they try to, push their energy on you or push what's going on with them on you. But you full on recognize that it's not your responsibility. And Aries, you're one of those strong signs that is just very aware of themselves and, don't like a whole lot of mess. So I'm not surprised. But then we have the Hermit mode. We have the hermit mode, the Hermit card, and then we have the Knight of Coins in reverse. So again, it's just, like I said, a simple desire to just kind of be left alone, and and what is not being communicated, or what I think Spirit is trying to offer you, is just the simple idea of communicating with yourself, finding time to be alone, finding time to deal with any underlying issues that may be occurring. It definitely feels like it's not a space that you're supposed to be in to build quite yet. So there may be some things that you have going on that are just in the beginning phases, or in the beginning of the process, where you're just trying to figure things out. Definitely do your research thoroughly, especially if this energy of things you're not communicating in this numb space that you're in, you're using it to maybe study in on that business venture. Definitely make sure that you're using this time to study and to research, but don't just jump into anything without having all of the stones overturned, as I like to say. So let's go ahead and look at this Six of Coins in reverse. Yeah, it's like, Aries, your energy just feels like someone who's definitely always very giving, and you've kind of pulled back from that a lot. And you're working on you. You're working on the things that have to do with yourself, okay? And I almost said me because that's what it really feels like. Like, I'm working on me. Like, I can't, it's like me and mine. Me and mine is really important right now. And for those of you who maybe are looking from for an outside support or that type of energy. You have the Five of Cups and you have the Seven of Cups. So how I like to look at both of these cards is that I really like to look at the energy of both of these cards as being a time of just rest, a time where, you know, you're weighing your options, you're looking at everything in your life, you're trying to figure out which way to go. You don't have to have the answers right now. And I really feel like it's important, and Spirit wants you to know that there's no pressure. There's no pressure. A lot of us feel like we're in the pressure cooker with just everything that has gone on in the time that we're currently in. And you don't have to feel the pressure to, you know, keep up with the Joneses or any of that. And I genuinely feel like a lot of you are already in this energy, but for those of you who may just be coming to this realization or maybe getting an inkling of why, you know, why do I care so much? You shouldn't. You shouldn't care. You should allow yourself time to adjust and to grow at your own pace. Don't allow what's going on with everybody else, their development, their relationships, what their world looks like, what makes somebody else happy looks like. What matters and what's important is you, your position, your path, where you are right now. That is the only thing that matters. That is the only thing that you should be concerned with. Okay, Aries? So, and then two, I'm being brought into someone's energy in particular that has also experienced some loss. So honestly, I'm talking about that maternal grandmother that is present, that is present in this reading, because I definitely did feel that energy as well. It definitely could be just taking some time to heal from that loss and, you know, feeling like you're just not sure what to do right now. So you just want to just relax a little bit, allow yourself to adjust and, you know, kind of settle and push through the grief. Okay, no, some of you aren't pushing through the grief, and Spirit is trying to remind you to continue to fight for yourself, fight for how you're feeling, and push through the grief. Push through the grief. So Spirit, could you give us some messages of advice? I'm reading you guys some messages of advice from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Yeah. Yeah, and for those of you that have been experiencing any loss, I know for some of you it's a maternal grandmother, but others of you it's just, you know, another family member, and it's important for you to take that time to truly heal, and to take care of yourself. It's never an easy time losing a loved one, and you know, I find that people, you know, oftentimes look at the harder part of transition, and we have to make sure that we're, you know, also looking at the bright side, the beautiful side of transition. You know, that person's mission here has been completed, and they're moving on to another life, to continue another mission, or to, you know, in fact, grow and maybe take on an entirely new one. And that's beautiful. You know, look for your ancestors in all the ways in which you guys shared moments. So, for instance, it's funny that this card came out, Butterfly Spirit, because I'm seeing like someone gets messages or like little inklings from butterflies. So you may see butterflies and think about a loved one, or kind of feel, you know, chills when you see butterflies. Also, There's like cooking in the kitchen is another one. They're trying to show me the many ways that they interact with you. And for some of you, it's a certain scarf or like shawl that you wear that kind of reminds you of this person. Yeah. And you kind of, it always kind of feels like being wrapped in that material kind of makes them feel closer to you. Okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at your cards of advice. We have Swan Spirit. Time for a deep dive. Again, we just talked about that, diving deep, healing, adjusting, pushing forward. And then you have Butterfly Spirit. Again, I kind of touched on that as well, but also I want to touch on the fact that transformation is beautiful, which is the energy this card brings. Transformation is beautiful. Every change that we experience in our life is not always easy. Every transition that we experience in our life to, from one timeline to the next or from one situation to the next is not always the easiest. And, you may be feeling like this is not an easy time in your life, but you will see better days. And, you do that by being loyal to what you love. And what you should love first and foremost is you, okay? And that's dog spirit. So just be sure to, check in with yourself. Make sure that you kind of sit in with yourself and allowing yourself to just kind of be in your energy, especially for those of you that, may have children, may have, a steady relationship and just kind of, are always around other people's energy. Take time out to just have that one-on-one time with you. Okay, and for others of you that one-on-one time too with spirit, okay, to co-create a beautiful future, because it definitely seems like there's beautiful things ahead for you, Aries. You're just kind of, like I said, you're just you're feeling numb, you're in a break moment, and there's nothing wrong with just relaxing sometimes, and allowing yourself to take a moment. It definitely feels like you've been busy, Aries, and this time that you're in is a much needed intermission. So embrace it, take it on in. I love you guys so much. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace, love, and light to you and all those you love. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.